sector is clear.
Give us everything we got! All wings.
Hey YouTube, this is Red Card 200. We got Plat or Skip It. We got episode number 5. This is on Star Wars Battlefront 2. So fair warning, there might be some minor spoilers in the game, so just be cautious of that. Next thing is, the whole purpose of why I'm doing this video is so that way maybe you check out my other videos. So I'm trying to establish a channel about God, about Jesus Christ, about the Bible, you know, with related things to video games. So if you like what I have to say about trophies, maybe you'll give me an opportunity to talk to you about God and things that are more important than this. So if you like, please subscribe, check out my other videos. I'd really appreciate it. So if this is your very first episode of Plat or Skip It, what I basically do is I give you my opinion based on the trophy list of this game. And so to start off with this game, I encourage you to skip this platinum. Okay, and I know this game is currently on sale, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing this video. I thought to myself, man, I gotta warn people about the frustration, about the anger, about the grind fest, about, you know, the nausea that this game will provide, because it's just such a drag fest that I had to let people know about what I thought about this trophy list of this game. So let's go and get started with our video. Alright, so the first thing about this game is I want to let you be aware that this game is 90 gigabytes, and it's actually the biggest game I have on my hard drive, which is disappointing due to the fact that I believe if you go online it says it's around 40, but it is actually 90 gigabytes. So that for one is a deal breaker for me. If I knew it was going to be this big, I never would have bought the game. So just be cautious of that. I know some people, you know, might see that and be like, "Oop, that's too big of a game for me," and so just be cautious of that. So to begin with, you could play through the story mode, and the story mode is rather easy. You could play on easy. There's no collectibles in the game. There's only 4 trophies related to the story, but overall the story is very disappointing. I know that was the big thing. They wanted a story within the Star Wars Battlefront 1 game. They didn't get that. Now they provided us one, but man, it is awful. It's so awful that I don't remember the main character's name. That's how bad it's been, and I'm not going to go back and I'm not going to take a look at it because it is not worth my time. I'm warning you about this. Okay, in the very beginning of the game, you're playing as a droid, and I tell myself that's the best you could come up with from the beginning of the game. You know, the beginning of the game is supposed to attract you, supposed to get you hyped up for the game, but then you play as a droid, and it's one of the boringest things that I've done. And I'm like, oh my goodness, maybe a droid later on, maybe give me some, you know, some type of Battle Galactic scene going on or something, you know. But you know, you play as a droid in the very beginning of the game, it was really turn off for me. Overall story was really blah, didn't necessarily enjoy it. But that'd be the first thing. Just kind of avoid this game due to the fact that it has an awful story. So you're looking about maybe 100 hours in order to platinum this game, and maybe 50 of it will just come from leveling up. And I know you're like, okay, well, it's only level 50, but the grind fest that this game has within it, and due to the fact that you have to play this game so much, there's not many options within the game in terms of, you know, the multiplayer. You have a couple of modes, especially if you're coming from Battlefront 1 and you're jumping over to Battlefront 2, you will highly be disappointed due to the fact that there's not many game modes within the game. You know, they seem really repetitive, and it's almost the same thing over and over again. And the thing is, if you want to grind quicker, the best mode will be heroes and villains, and sometimes you're playing heroes and villains and there's other people trying to boost the game that basically aren't even playing. I have encountered it quite a bit of times where, you know, there's 2 people on the other side that basically aren't playing, which in terms is a good thing, but if you get matched up with those people, then it turns out to be a bad thing. So you know, even they offer double XP sometimes, and even like that, I could barely get to level 25. I know it's like, what? Like it is such a grind fest. It is nothing compared to Battlefront 1. Battlefront 1 was very decent. And then Battlefront 2, you know, in the very beginning they established a progressive system, and it was very awful, and they went ahead and supposedly said they're going to make it better, but I didn't see any type of improvement within the game. So there's not game modes. For 2, within when you are playing the actual game, you receive credits, and once you buy all the characters, your credits are basically worthless. In Battlefront 1, you would pretty much buy guns, you'd buy basically your star cards. Here, there's really none of that, so the credits are basically useless. I don't want to buy appearances for my guy, or basically certain taunts that they might do. I'm not interested in any of that, so I find the credits basically irrelevant within the game. It ain't gonna do you any good. But overall, it is the progressive system within this game which is so bad. It will take you an enormous amount of times, and I want to save you the time that you're going to spend on this game. I know some of you are like, well, it's a Star Wars game. I do enjoy it, but man, this Star Wars game is nothing like Battlefront 1. Battlefront 1, I have the platinum in that. I even made a video about that, encouraging you to get that one, even though it is 100 hours for that one. But that one is fun. This one is just such a grind fest, and it's just, I don't feel rewarded for playing my part of the game, or for doing actually good in the game. You could have a really great game where you don't have any losses, but you'll notice that that progression system is so awful. There's some other multiplayer trophies within the game that they're decent. You play certain game modes and you progress towards those, but it's just the leveling up system that's just so awful that it just kind of takes you feel like you don't even want to get any of the other trophies, because this one will just take you so long. So if you agree with what I have to say, please leave it in the comments below, so that way people believe the things that I have to say, and we basically warn them to get away from this platinum. But overall, if you enjoyed this trophy, please subscribe to the channel, take a look at my other videos, and like always, God bless.